Chapter 6: Arrival in Tennessee. The sun was setting not too far off as the family showed up in Tennessee, the uncle's home at last in sight. The journey had been long and exhausting, with every mile feeling like 100. Wherever they looked, they were encircled by death and annihilation. Once thriving urban communities had devolved into ghost towns, with void roads and crumbling structures, a stark reminder of what the world had become. The journey had negatively affected everybody, leaving them all in a state of shock. The scenes of heinousness and bloodshed they had witnessed en route remained with them, haunting their memories and filling them with dread and unease. Perhaps they had been through some serious hardship themselves, and they were all relieved to finally have a place to rest. As they showed up at the uncle's home, the entryway opened, and a tall, wide-legged man showed up. He was George's uncle, and he looked similarly fatigued as they did. He embraced every one of them, tears streaming down his face, as he said thanks to God that they had made it. The family went into the house, depleted yet thankful. They embraced and cried. It was easy to be brought together and safe. As they got comfortable, they all paused for a minute to ponder the close-to-home effect of their journey. They had lost such a great deal en route, and the recollections of the savagery and demise that they had seen would remain with them for eternity. Yet, despite the despair, they were loaded up with a feeling of assurance. George, the head of the family, was an inquisitive and quick-reasoning man with a foundation in the military. He had a savage assurance to keep those he cherished safe and would remain determined to safeguard them. As they sat together, encompassed by the affection and solace of family, they realized that they had endured the most horrendously terrible of it. They had confronted the horrors of the world and come out on the other side more grounded and stronger. What's more, as they floated off to rest, they were loaded up with trust for the future and a profound appreciation for the powers of profound devotion that had been presented to them thus far. The story closes with a reflection on the journey, on the adoration and boldness that had seen them through the haziest of times, and on the expectation that they held for what was to come. In a world desolated by obliteration and passing, they had found comfort in one another, and that's what they knew. Regardless of what the future held, they would constantly stand together.